When you make a decision, are you fully committed and find yourself being 100% all in? Or are you indecisive when either faced with a decision or after a decision has already been made? You may find yourself lukewarm, half in, half out, not fully committed to the process or doing the things that you need to do in order to find results, in order to achieve certain outcomes that you're looking to. I'm going to be talking about this in today's video. And if you guys find value in the message, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. And so in Revelation chapter 3, Jesus writes a letter to Apostle John talking to the town of Laodicea. And this town is one that is known for being extremely wealthy. It says in the Bible that they're materially very well off, but spiritually they're lukewarm. They're not all in. They aren't fully committed. And what God says in Revelation chapter 3, verses 15 and 16 is that I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. And so what he's saying here is to make a decision. When you're faced with certain decisions in life, whether it be relationships, in sports, in school, in business, there's going to be distractions, there's going to be temptations, there's going to be so many things that come up, but we need to remind ourselves why we committed to a certain decision and remove those distractions from our lives. And so what God says is that when we're able to fully commit, in Revelation chapter 3, verse 21, he says, to the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne. So what he's saying here is that when you're fully committed and give your life to God and try and remove those temptations and distractions from your life, when you're fully committed in this way, you're going to share in his victory. The same goes for all areas and facets of our lives. So for example, in business, for me, in sales, I need to make at least 75 cold calls a day to schedule at least one new meeting a day. In sales, the most important thing is scheduling meetings and driving business forward. And the only way to drive business forward is by getting those new meetings set and then by continuing to push the ball forward and schedule follow-up meetings, ultimately to try and get a contract signed. And so throughout my day, there's so many distractions that I'm faced with. Emails coming in, questions from current clients, questions from prospects, which are important, but what's most important to me is revenue generation. And I need to be focused and dialed into making those cold calls, finding new prospects, and driving business forward rather than spending time focusing in on answering questions, internal meetings, things that aren't going to generate revenue at the end of the day. In sports, you may find that you need to put in the extra work, and maybe your buddies are going out on a Monday night for dinner and they ask you if you want to come out. You need to be up early the next morning. That's a decision that you're going to be faced with, and you know what the right decision is. Maybe you want to enjoy a little bit, and that's something that I struggle with. I go back and forth. I want to enjoy my life, but I know the things that are most important to me, so I try and remove a lot of things that aren't moving the ball forward in most areas of my life. But obviously I'm human and fall short in a lot of ways. But the bottom line is that you know what's important to you after you've already made a decision. You made a decision based on certain emotions and also logic, obviously, but you need to be fully committed to the decisions that you make and be 100% all in. There's going to be the times where we fall short, but the back and forth, the lukewarmness that Jesus talks about, and in Revelation chapter 3, verse 17 says, you say I am rich, I have acquired wealth and do not need a thing, but you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. And so basically what he's saying is that when you're not all in and lukewarm in your faith, it's unpalatable to him, right? And the same applies to all areas of our lives. It should be unpalatable to ourselves when we fall short and allow distractions to take us away from doing the things that we know we need to get done. I hope you guys found value in this message. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share with a friend. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate the time.